Hello, everybody! Welcome back to the Marquette Golden Eagles Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. Today we're at home taking on the 5-5 Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Our Marquette Golden Eagles come off a win last week against Auburn, who were number 22 in the nation. It came down to the final play, handoff, and we got it in for the final play to take the lead and the win. Instead of going for the game-tying field goal, Lance Leipold playing it aggressive, and it paid off. The Marquette Golden Eagles now number 20. We're back in the rankings, and we enter this game at 7-2, our second to last home game of the year. Next week we'll be hosting Notre Dame, who come in this week at number 10. We're now here at the opening coin toss. As we do lose it, let's see what the Hilltoppers decide to do, and they will defer. So we're going to get our offense out there to start. And going back to last week's game plan, we're going to just rely on the run heavily with Alexander here, who will return this kickoff out of his own end zone. Going to work it up the left sideline here. A lot of space as he works it past the 40 and brought down finally at the 45. A tremendous opening return from Alexander to start us off. As I was saying, we're going to rely heavily on the run to set up the pass. I think last week we ran probably 5 times more run plays than we did passing plays, as it did work to our benefit here. We'll start off a read option for Greg Walker. Craig Watkins picks up that block. Walker going upfield, and he gets 18 on the opening carry. I would also really like to implement some more read options, kind of a part of our game plan that we've strayed away from here in year 4, year 5. And on McBride, his first carry, as he ended last week with exactly 100 rushing yards and a couple scores. And now Dusty Alexander into the game. He also had a couple touchdowns, but just short of 100 yards. I want to say he finished with like 90. So we're going to try and focus on our stellar 1-2 punch here between Alexander and McBride last week, combining for almost 200 yards, 4 touchdowns, and we'll keep them fresh and work them in. And now we have a 3rd and 2 here at the 30. As McBride does check back into the game, he gets the carry, and he gets the first down. Now first down at the 36. And we'll go play action. We're going to go downfield for Coleman. He makes the grab, and he's brought down there inside the 5. A 22-yard hookup, and we're in prime territory here to strike. And then McBride and Jeff Harris into the backfield, as McBride will get the carry, but stops short of the goal line. Only a couple now, 2nd and goal. And now Alexander into the game, and he does get the call. How is that not a touchdown? There's no way. He was hit into the end zone, and they didn't call that a touchdown. Okay, I actually went back on replay, and somehow his knee was down before the ball crossed the plane. And now they go a very light box here up front. We'll just go right back to Alexander, and he's brought down. I didn't see that coming. I thought that was an easy run into the end zone. Now 4th and goal from the 1 or 2. I think we'll just go to Jeff Harris in this spot. Wow, I did not see that coming. So now Western Kentucky does stack the line here. I think we'll switch to the left side, as we give to Harris, and he barges his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And a great opening drive from the Golden Eagles. We kind of needed that. It's been a few games since we've come out and got a touchdown drive on our opening drive of the game, I believe. And, the longer you go without reaching the end zone, the more tension that kind of builds up throughout the game for the offense. So it's good to come out here, start off with a bunch of big running plays strung together with that big pass, and then a finish there on 4th and inches really from the goal line. Marquette up 7-0 early. And now Eddie Stevens on for the kickoff, playing in his second to last game here at the BMO Bradley Center. A 4-year punter for us, part of our year 1 recruiting class. Western Kentucky brings a multiple offense. I expect heavy run here today though, led by Ray Deloach there, the senior running back, as he goes up the middle for 7. The Hilltoppers also have West Virginia transfer Shelton Gibson at wide receiver. I think the highest overall player on this team. Now 2nd and 3, they'll go play action. And they're going to go Gibson downfield, and he drops it. Kenny Johnson beat by a step or 2 there vertically. And the aforementioned Gibson drops a big pass there. So the senior Kenny Johnson gets beat there, but luckily dropped by Gibson. A huge drop. They'll go to Deloach now, and he just barely ekes out that first down. First down now Western Kentucky at the 36. Porter to pass. Swings that out for Shaquille Johnson, the tight end. Mark Henry couldn't find him there, and then Randy Carpenter tracks him down at the sideline, 19 yards to the tight end. Mike Johnson, good vertical there at the line, almost batted it down. You saw Henry just trip out of bounds there. First down, Western Kentucky across midfield. And Porter will pass again. Over the middle there for Norris. And only 3 yards. Stopped there by Bobby Price. Now 2nd and 7. Porter delay. Screen there for Norris. Good blocking. And then Mark Henry, a big hit there. Going downhill. 9-yard pickup for Norris. First down. Western Kentucky now at the 32. Porter to pass again. Going to go over the middle. And he gets Shelton Gibson that time. Mark Henry. We weren't sure which receiver there to commit to. And we were a step late there as a good throw from Porter just gets over the head of Henry. Another first down for the Hilltoppers. I was expecting a heavy dose of runs here from Western Kentucky, but kind of going the opposite way. Another drop back here for Porter. He's going to swing that to Gibson, and Kenny Johnson gave up a little too much cushion on that curl. First down for Western Kentucky now at the 2. Western Kentucky with 3 tight ends on the field here. They go to Deloach, and he finds the end zone for the touchdown. So each team, a tremendous opening drive, and we were kind of surprised by that start from the Hilltoppers. Moved the ball with ease, especially in the passing game. Alexander, another chance to return the kickoff here as he does take it out. Not as good of blocking as the last time, brought down, I think, at the 20. Before we get to the Marquette offensive drive, we'll take a look at the defensive impact players for Western Kentucky. The highest rated player here, Jawan Gardner at 83 overall. Good athlete, 90 zone, so tremendous zone cover corner, although the man there at 74, pretty low. 75 play rec, a little low for a senior. 86 press, 88 jumping, 77 pursuit. The Western Kentucky does run a 4-2-5, so these safeties, very important in this scheme. At free safety, there's Evan Osborne, just a 72 overall redshirt sophomore, only 80 speed agility, 95 acceleration, awareness there in the mid-50s, and really no redeeming traits. Otherwise, 83 pursuit, but everything else in the mid to low 70s for the most part. And then their third safety is going to be Nate Brown, a little bit better there than Osborne. 79 overall, redshirt junior, a good athlete. 81 zone, but very low man there at 65. 70 play rack, not good. 83 hit power, 81 press. So these safeties, they are very good in zone coverage. So we're going to have to try and find our spots here, soft spots there in the zone. DeAndre Simmons at 81 overall, 83 with coaching boosts. He is a very good athlete, 93 speed acceleration, 92 agility, 87 man in zone. Good press, but low play rec, and good pursuit and jumping. On the season, a playmaker there as an outside corner. 4 interceptions, 1 for a pick 6, and 9 pass deflections. The linebacking core is led by redshirt senior Isaac Tanner at 80 overall. A good athlete there at linebacker, although the 74 agility a little low. Low awareness for a 5th-year player. 85 pursuit with 81 block shed. Tackle and play rec, not bad. Zone at 73 and man at 79. Tanner, 3 interceptions on the year as a linebacker. At D-tackle, there's 79 overall Matthew Thomas. Not a good athlete, but very good with the 82 power move, finesse move, so he can get after the quarterback with 79 block shed. Only 77 pursuit. A poor athlete like that on the interior, you'd hope for a little bit better pursuit, but good hit power there at 82. At left end, there's 6'5", 275 redshirt junior Chaz Jude, 76 overall. Not the best athlete, but his production on the year, 7.5 sacks entering this game, 84 power move, 80 strength. Not bad there for a D end with 83 block shed. Now back to the action. Western Kentucky, probably one of the weaker defenses we'll face all season. I think here we'll actually go to an inside run instead of that counter. And we have to call a timeout. Didn't realize the play clock. Just noticed it with 1 second. And we have to burn a timeout. You don't like that, but I'd rather save the 5 yards. Now we will go for Alexander, and he gets ahead for 4. Western Kentucky under head coach Pete Kwiatkowski, 0-8 against ranked opponents. We'll try and make that 0-9 here today as we go back to the read option, and Walker is stopped there in the backfield. Now 3rd and 9, Walker from the shotgun with Craig Jones in the backfield. And now he goes out in motion. A free rusher here for Western Kentucky. Greg Walker on the run. Gets that for Kenneth Pope. 9 yards, now 4th and inches. Someone got through the line there as a free rusher. I was going to maybe go for a run here, but with the way they're stacking the line, I don't really like that. I think we'll just do hard counts until we get a false start, and now we're just going to have to punt. Wow, what a shame. Pope's knee down at the inch line there. Now Eddie Stevens on for his first punt of the game. This one's up, going to be fielded at the 30. And that's Norris, one of the wide receivers on this team. He'll take that out at about the 45. And now we'll check out the Western Kentucky impact players on offense. And there's Shelton Gibson, 94 overall. Ridiculous athlete, 98 speed, 99 acceleration with 91 agility. We already saw him get open deep, although he dropped it. The catching at 86, spec catch 78, catching traffic 79. Good route runner at 85. And a very dynamic player with the ball in his hands. 93 speed, 89 juke, 84 elusiveness. Their leading receiver entering this game at 960 yards, 8 touchdowns, 20 total touchdowns on his career, with a career yards per reception at 16.2 for the West Virginia transfer. Wide receiver 2, Aaron Jackson, injured, so we'll see Nicholas Norris in this one. 84 overall, 94 speed, 93 acceleration, so another very good athlete there on the outside who can probably, get open deep. 90 awareness, 80 route running, 83 catching, and then a spec catch goes down a lot. And only 62 release, so he's not going to get off the line well, but good with the ball in his hands, and another dynamic athlete, as I said, who can probably beat you deep. At running back, there's Ray Deloach, 92 overall, 91 speed, 98 acceleration, 89 agility for the true senior, 89 break tackle, 91 trucking, 87 vision, 91 spin, and 92 juke. On the season so far, 749 with 7 touchdowns, on pace to eclipse 1,000 in his senior campaign. At tight end, there's Shaquille Johnson, a very good pass-catching tight end with the 92 catching, 85 catching traffic, 82 route running. Not really going to offer much as a blocker, but you like to see the athleticism there. 83 speed, 87 acceleration, strength at 70, so not the best there. 5 touchdowns this year, 880 yards, so he's also on pace for over 1,000. At quarterback, redshirt senior, only at 76 overall, Todd Porter. A very bad athlete. He's going to stay in the pocket, stay in structure with speed, acceleration, agility, all under 60. Only 71 awareness, but 91 throw accuracy. So, they have these receivers with speed who can get open over the top, but he doesn't really have that throw power to match. So we'll see how that goes here today. His first year as a starter, 24 passing touchdowns to 10 interceptions. On the offensive line, they have 78 overall. Donald Rucker at left tackle. At left guard, All-American Kyle Bosch, the Michigan transfer, 95 overall, 99 run block, 93 impact, 93 strength, 87 pass block. So one of the best interior linemen in the nation. And this offense for Western Kentucky actually a lot better than you would expect. Justin Martinez, their starting center, injured. So instead it'll be Casey Dorsey, 87 overall, redshirt sophomore, another very good lineman here. 92 pass block, 81 run block, 88 impact. At right guard, they'll have Darnell Wallace, only a 70 overall redshirt sophomore. And at right tackle, Dominic Kies, a 75 overall redshirt junior. A very dynamic offense here for Western Kentucky. And some good pieces on the O-line as well. Now Norris in motion will give him the sweep there as he finds a hole there and he gets 18. Just put the ball in these guys' hands and they're going to make plays. Now 1st and 10, Hilltoppers at the 39. A delay give here for Deloach. Antonio Carr couldn't bring him down, and Deloach gets ahead for 12 yards. Now 1st down, Hilltoppers at the 28. Swings that out for Little. Bobby Price forces the fumble on a big hit. But to Western Kentucky's delight, it just goes out of bounds. A good close there by Price, and delivers the boom. Now less than 30 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. Porter, another drop back. And he will just dump it off for Gibson. A big hit from Carter. And 9 yards for Gibson and a 1st down. The Hilltoppers now in the red zone. They go play action. And Mark Henry. We had tremendous coverage over there. Porter a lot of time in the pocket. And Porter threw that right at Henry, but Henry did not go for the catch there. Now 11 seconds remaining. Porter from the shotgun now. And they will give it for Deloach. Breaks a tackle, runs over Kevin Davis, and then finally brought down there from Carter, 6 yards. Now 3rd and 4, as that will take us into the second quarter. Each offense came out of the gate hot with touchdown drives, and now Western Kentucky on the doorstep of taking the lead. We'll see if we can stall this drive for them, force them to a field goal attempt. Now 3rd and 4 from the 8 to start here. They're going to come out with 4 receivers. We'll counter with a dime. Even though I should have went nickel strong. I think they might just go for a run instead. We'll see. Porter from the shotgun as they do pass. And that gets through Kevin Davis. What was that? They literally like went through Kevin Davis. That should have just hit off him for an incompletion, but unless I saw that wrong. As Western Kentucky keeps moving the ball now to 4, fresh set. And they come out in the I formation, 2 tight ends out there. And they go play action here. Quick one there for Butler, one of the fullbacks, and he's brought down for a loss. Now 2nd and goal, they're still in the I formation. And look up to Deloach, and Carpenter and Henry there on the edge couldn't bring him down. Deloach now 2 touchdowns as Western Kentucky takes the lead. So the Hilltoppers offense moving the ball with ease so far. And now Robert Williamson on a chance for a return. Going to work this to the outside. A slow spin move, but it works somehow. See, another good return down to the 40. First down now. Marquette from the 40 after that good return from Williamson. Go with the slot option there, and it doesn't really work out. A 2-yard loss. Trying something new there. I like the potential, but Western Kentucky all over it. Now 2nd and 12. Walker out there empty. Takes the snap. Rolls to the right. Has Kevin Coleman wide open. And a good catch there from Coleman, dragging a man down to the 33, a 29-yard catch. Coleman now over 50 receiving yards on just 2 catches. Maybe we just got to go more for the run. Now first down, Marquette inside the 35. And Walker will keep here. A lot of room up the middle. Josh Terry just pancakes a man. And Walker 31 yards down to the 2. Look at this block in the 2nd level from Josh Terry if they show it here. Right in front there. Oh, we couldn't see it, but he absolutely rocked somebody. And that's what we're saying. Josh Terry, an absolute offensive weapon. Opening his career really as a slot receiver. But I think we're going to primarily play him at fullback next year once Jeff Harris moves on. So a bunch of big plays there. 31 yards from Walker. And now 1st and goal at the 2. We'll go Mario McBride. And a big hit there off the edge. Oh my goodness. Only 1 yard. Bang! Only 1 yard. 2nd and goal. Alexander out there. As he finds the end zone, Marquette will tie it up. And it's refreshing to see our offense respond. But let's see if our defense can get a stop. And now 5:45 remaining in this 2nd quarter as Western Kentucky takes over from the 25. Porter directly under center. He's going to roll that out to the left. Has a man over the middle. That's Norris. And Carter there to bring him down. A 6-yard grab. 2nd and 4. Porter takes the snap. And he'll just chuck that one out of bounds. A wasted play. Now 3rd and 4. 3rd down here. Marquette defense desperate for a stop. Porter to pass. Has a man there towards the sideline. That's Omar Wilson breaking down. The freshman safety. Almost corralling his first career interception. But we'll take the pass deflection. Now the Hilltoppers will have to punt here from the 31 as Marquette forces a 3 and out. Now Kevin Davis will return this from the 20. Redirects, makes a man miss there in the open field. He works that up to the 35. Marquette takes over at the 35. Greg Walker in the shotgun. Craig Jones in the backfield as he gets his first carry. We'll get him a little run here. Good spin move as he works it up past midfield. A strong run there for Jones on his opening touch. 15 yards. And now 1st down for the Golden Eagles. Walker takes the snap. We were trying to set up a screen there. And nothing open at all. That screen was covered. We just kind of froze there at the sideline. Should have got rid of it. But I don't know. I was kind of hoping something would develop. Matthew Thomas there on the sack. The top D tackle on this team. And now 2nd and 18. Walker out there empty. And he takes the snap. Try Coleman there. And Walker just did not lead him. Coleman, a lot of separation going up the sideline. But Walker underthrew him. And that goes incomplete. We go hitch seam here. I think we could maybe beat them vertically. Walker from the shotgun. For Childress, and that's almost intercepted. A bad decision. We kind of fell apart on that drive after the sack. A good defensive stand from the Hilltoppers. Man, Walker severely underthrowing Coleman there. We had a potential deep touchdown connection. Don't get many of those. And now Stevens on for the punt. And a good one. Hopefully that bounces out of bounds. And I think it did bounce maybe at the 1 or 2. The camera did some funky stuff there. As that's out at the 2. Steady Eddie delivers. A safety here would be awesome as Western Kentucky takes over at the 2. 2 tight ends, a fullback on the field. We're going to bring a bunch of pressure here. A strong stiff arm there from Deloach as he gets a little breathing room. 4 yards now, 2nd and 6. Now at the 5-yard line. Norris in motion, and they'll go back to it. And he's brought down, still picks up 4 more yards now, a 3rd and short. Big play here. Porter from the shotgun, and he will pass. There's a man there, Little, just on a check down. We had a few defenders in this vicinity, but they still get the connection, a 1st down. It's a shame there we couldn't just force a 3 and out and, win the field position battle there between punts, but Western Kentucky extends the drive now at the 15. Gibson will get a chance here on the end around. Oh, he makes Kevin Davis miss there in the open field. A good move, and 7 yards for Gibson. The Hilltoppers just have to, like I said, get the ball into the hands of their playmakers, and they're doing a good job of that today. And now they're going to go over the top for Gibson. As Kevin Davis was beat, he can't make the tackle. And Shelton Gibson is going to take that all the way. A huge connection. And Western Kentucky starts this drive at the 2. And this quick hit propels them all the way. 98-yard drive, and they retake the lead. I was manning Kevin Davis there in that zone. Just a step late, and a good read from Porter. And now 21-14 Hilltoppers. Marquette trailing again here as they take over from the 25 as this first half winds down. Alexander, a good run up the middle for 7. 2nd and 3, Walker from the shotgun as he takes the snap. Try to just swing that out for Alexander there. Pressure broke in quickly. And this Western Kentucky front surprisingly playing the pass well today. A lot of pressure generated by that Western Kentucky front. I thought our O-line would do a better job of hanging in here. Now 3rd and 3. And we'll go with Alexander. And he does get the 1st down. Now Walker directly under center as he takes the snap for the drop back. There's Coleman over the middle. Another big catch there from Coleman. 21 yards across midfield. He's now at 72 on the day. Now 1st down Marquette. And now Manning in motion. Walker will keep on the motion option. And another decent run there from Walker. 7 yards. We're going to start hurrying up here with just 1:11 remaining in this half. The offense gets set now with exactly a minute on the clock. Walker rolls to the right. Chuck this downfield for Pope. And he hauls it in one-handed. 31 yards for Kenneth Pope. I did not think he was going to be able to reel that one in. Like that linebacker hanging with him downfield. Now look at that catch. 1st and goal now from the 5. And you don't want to score too quickly here if you're Marquette. This Western Kentucky offense can strike right back with all their timeouts remaining. So we'll let the clock run down and give it to Dusty here. We hit the 30-second mark. We'll give it to Dusty. And he takes it up the middle for another 4. Now 2nd and goal from the 2. And we do call a timeout with 16 seconds remaining. We let a little more chip off, but if we don't get it in on this play, we're going to need to run another play. So I want to leave a little bit of time. Maybe could have let more chip off, but better to be safe than sorry at this point. And now McBride into the game. Western Kentucky again stacks the box. We'll try outside here. And McBride, a nice cut there into the end zone as we are going to tie it up here. Still 13 seconds remaining, so we could have chipped off more clock, as I said, but better to be safe than sorry. Now Harris, Alexander, and McBride all with rushing touchdowns here in the first half. And Norris now will return this. A very dynamic athlete. And then it's Jimmy Fisher, the freshman linebacker, to bring him down. 9 seconds remaining for Western Kentucky, and they'll take over from the 32. 9 seconds remaining. A couple plays left here for the Hilltoppers. I'm very worried about them just throwing it downfield. Luckily, they just go for a run. And Deloach stops short. 5 yards. They'll take a timeout. Probably time for one deep heave here from Porter. And he's going to throw one. And Derek Perkins was there to maybe bring it down, but he couldn't haul in the interception. As we are going to halftime. Tied up 21-21. Good offensive showings from both sides. Some big plays in this one. A fun game overall so far, but our defense going to have to tighten it up a little bit and carry us to victory here in this one with a late stop more than likely. It might be one of those games where, the last team with the ball is going for the game-winning drive. Last week we pulled it off, and maybe we can do it here again this week, but I'd rather not take it that late. I'd rather secure the win a little bit earlier than that, especially against a team who's perceived to be a weaker opponent. As I said, they haven't beat a top 25 team under this coaching regime, and we certainly don't want to be the first. But Shelton Gibson, a huge big play threat, and I think Deloach at running back is going to start getting it going in the second half as well. 21-21 after one half of play here in Milwaukee. So Western Kentucky elected to defer on the opening coin toss. They now take over at the 25 to start the half. And they'll fake it here for Deloach to start. And Mark Henry again. An opportunity for an interception. Can't haul it down. Second down. That's, I think, 3 dropped interceptions in this game. Our turnover differential down to just +2. I think early on in the season we were at like +6, +7 at one point. Now they'll swing that towards the sideline for a little. And only 1 yard now, 3rd and 9. 3rd and long here for Western Kentucky to start the half. Porter to pass. Going to go downfield. And Kevin Davis wasn't there. And Little drops it. A little ricochet action there. I thought Henry might come down with it, but we misplayed that very bad with Davis. Luckily, just a drop. The second big drop here in this game for the Hilltoppers. Still tied up, though. Marquette will get the ball. Just 22 seconds into this third quarter. Davis on the return. And he'll take that to the left. Reworks up the middle. Brought down after 14. Good field position for the Golden Eagles to start here. They come out with 2 tight ends. They do go play action. And I just had to get rid of that one. Sometimes when you go play action, the quarterback just really struggles to get ready. And in a panic move, we go with the intentional grounding, unfortunately. Not how we wanted to start here. Should have probably just went for a run. And now we're backed up. 2nd and 20. Walker out there empty. He takes the snap. I'm just going to roll this one upfield. Walker, another good run there on the scramble. He gets 13. Definitely had a couple options there in the passing game. I was maybe waiting for a late man like streaking upfield, getting open, but just stayed patient. We knew we had a lot of grass ahead of us to run, so we pick up the 13. Now 3rd and 7. Walker again out there empty, and he takes the snap. Trying to go across field there for Mason, and a bad throw. No one open on that one, and Marquette too will have to punt on their opening drive. Punting from the 45. Let's see if Stevens can pin him back. Had a very good one earlier. I don't know about that one. I think I rushed it. And definitely not a good punt. Going to be fielded there at the 15 by Norris. Going to work it up the sideline. And he's pushed out past the 30. Porter now starts in the shotgun here at the 30-yard line for Western Kentucky. Deloach a give. A strong stiff arm there against Antonio Carr. And then brought down, I think that was Omar Wilson on the stop. 2nd and 6. A delay give for Deloach. And that time Antonio Carr all over it. Brings him down for the loss. Antonio Carr, a Lombardi Award finalist this season. Another 3rd and 9 for Western Kentucky. Will come out and dime. Porter in the shotgun, and he takes the snap. Going to pass. And Mark Henry again playing the ball in the air there. Good read downfield. Gets on the man and forces the incompletion. Another 4th down. We're just trading punts here to start the second half. After a fair catch, Marquette takes over at the 22. 2 tight ends on the field, Alexander in the backfield, and he does get the give. And he'll pick up 5 or 6 up the middle. Now 2nd and 4. They go right back to him. A good hole opens up, and a good spin move there in the open field. He gets 9 yards and a 1st down. 1st down now from the 35. And they will go right back to him, and he picks up 3. 2nd and 7. Walker directly under center, and he drops back. Go for Terry there, and he can't make the grab. DeAndre Simmons gets a hand in to force the incompletion. Now 3rd and 7. 3rd down now at the 40. We'll go bubble screen here for Terry. And he does work into space. A good spin, as I think Childress was able to pick up a block. Terry there, the defender on him, I think blitzed. There you see he did blitz, so that opened up Terry. And we weren't really sure what we were doing post-catch there, but we made it work. 19 yards and a 1st down. Marquette now takes over in Western Kentucky territory. Walker, the drop back here. He's going to go back to Terry there at the sideline. Terry hauls it in for another 18. Walker just 7 for 12, but 149 passing yards. We'll take that. First down here. And we'll swing that out for Alexander. Going to work that towards the edge. And he gets 4 yards now. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 here. We're going to go with smash. Walker out there empty. And we'll just dump that off for Coleman. A lot of separation there against the cushion. And that's 16 yards now inside the 5. Coleman now at 88 receiving yards. First and goal for Marquette. I'm going to go with curl flat. Try and get a passing touchdown here. Walker takes the snap. We'll swing that out for McBride. Might go for a loss. As it does. A -3. And we should have stuck to the run. 2nd and goal from the 7 now. Again, Walker takes the snap. Rolls to the right. And we get Childress there on the run. A risky throw, but we were just going for it. Doug Childress hauls that in. The JUCO transfer from last year, playing in his second to last home game. And I think his first receiving touchdown of the year as Marquette takes the lead. Now we'll get our first studio update of the day. Number 17, Virginia and North Carolina tied 41-41. Mitch Trubisky there, the quarterback for the Tar Heels. We beat them earlier in the season. And last year, Virginia took us down by 1 point on senior day. Stevens on for the kickoff. And the top 25 is absolutely crazy right now. Arizona at number 1. Last week they beat UCLA in a 1-2 matchup as Arizona went from 2-1. USC at number 3 and UCLA now at number 5. And each of those Pac-12 teams Arizona defeated this season. I think number 2, South Carolina again, as they fell from number 1 a few weeks back, but have worked their way back into the top 5. Now Porter, a rollout there off play action. Shaquille Johnson, a big hit from Chris Carter, only 2 yards. 2nd and 8, Porter out there empty with 5 receivers on the field. And Mark Henry again had an interception in his hands. He does not want to force a turnover here today. Now 3rd and 8, this Western Kentucky offense really dragging along here after a very hot start. Porter from the shotgun. He has a man there in a soft spot, and Mark Henry, a big hit on Shelton Gibson there, drawing the ball free and forcing the 4th down. Western Kentucky only 5 total yards here. Was at 3 drives to start this second half. McBride a carry, and he's brought down there for a loss. A big tackle on the edge by Jawan Gardner. McBride just 7 yards on 6 carries, not really having a good day. From week to week, he hasn't really been that consistent, but when he's on, he's on. Now Alexander will get a give. And a good run to work some back from that loss. He gets 8 yards now, 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 now from the 32. Walker takes the snap. We go Terry, bad throw. I'm not sure what I was doing on that one. I go for that Z spot out of Ace Bunch, our trusty play. And my first read there wasn't open, which usually isn't the case. And then I got nervous and just chucked it to Terry. So now we are going to have to punt here. 1:04 left in the 3rd. Each side kind of struggling to get some offensive flow going here in the second half. Stevens will get that one down to the 22. And there's Norris. Good return. Trips up towards the 45. Good starting field position here for Western Kentucky. The Hilltoppers start the 46. Come out with 4 receivers. Going to bring Cat Blitz from the left side. Porter to the drop back. And he will swing that out to one of those receivers over there, Little. And he gets 4 yards. Now Western Kentucky at midfield. They're going to go screen here for Norris. No one home. And he scrapes ahead for the 1st down. Western Kentucky now in Marquette territory. They go play action. And that's almost, we had Kevin Davis there on Shaquille Johnson, but Johnson using that big frame to outman Davis there despite the tight coverage. And now 2nd and inches. And probably time for one more play here from the Hilltoppers. They don't have to call play if they don't want, but I think they will here on 2nd and inches. And they'll go for a run here with Deloach to the left. A lot of guys there in pursuit for Marquette. Still 4 yards for Deloach as he gets the 1st down. That will bring us into the 4th quarter, though. Both offenses not nearly as explosive as we were in the first half, though. But Western Kentucky a drive going here to tie it up, potentially. Marquette, the Doug Childress touchdown reception, still the lone score of this second half so far as Marquette leads 28-21. Western Kentucky at the 29 to start this fourth quarter. And that was Troy Walker getting through, and Chris Carter cleaned it up to limit that run to just 1 yard. 2nd and 9, 2 backs there in the backfield for Western Kentucky. And Porter has a man over the middle. That's Little reaching out and grabbing it, beating Omar Wilson there in coverage. A big strike for Western Kentucky through the air. First down now at the 10. And Porter will keep. Not the most athletic, and a big hit there from Aaron Clark. Only 2 yards now, 2nd and 8. Porter directly under center with a fullback out there. Deloach another carry and a good tackle by Carter. Only 2 yards now, 3rd and 6. Porter now in the shotgun as he takes the snap. This is going to be brought down for the first time. I think that was Antonio Carr getting home for the sack. I don't think he's had any here in a couple of weeks, but a good spin move there. That was Witherspoon on the spin. Clark came out of frame. And Jerry Jones also got home there to force the 4th down. Now 4th and 11 from the 11. They're going to trot out the field goal unit and cut the deficit to 4. I think this like a 28-yard field goal attempt. Western Kentucky kicker only 70 overall, but good enough here to kick it through. Now 28-24, and we'll get another studio update. And North Carolina does take down Virginia, and Virginia entered at 6-4, still ranked. And you would think now with 5 losses on the season, they'll fall out of the rankings. North Carolina now at 7-3. They might find themselves in the top 25 next week. Trubisky with 4 touchdown passes. And now 6:17 remaining. Marquette up 4. Going to try and drain some clock here and string together some first downs. We'll start here with Craig Jones, a stretch, and he can't get anything. Walker now in the shotgun as he takes the snap. There's Mason, a bad throw there from Walker as Mason had to work back to it, but still gets 5 now, 3rd and 5, his first catch of the game. Western Kentucky really stacking the line here. And we'll stick with our run play. Alexander the give. 4th and 1 at the 35. I think we're going to go for it here. 4th and 1. We're 1 for 1 on 4th down conversions today. And we'll just go back to that same play as we give to Jeff Harris. And he gets ahead. And that's crucial as we get to drain some more clock here. Marquette now a fresh set at the 36. And we'll go to McBride. Maybe his best carry of the day, taking that ahead for 9. Now 2nd and 1. And we do go right back to McBride. And he gets ahead for another first down. A light box now from Western Kentucky. As we give to Alexander. Good shiftiness there. And another first down, he gets 11. Now less than 3 minutes remaining in the game. We'll read option. A good play there off the edge from Jude. Chaz Jude, we haven't heard much from him. His first tackle for loss. Now 2nd and 12 for Marquette. 2:16 remaining in the game. Walker takes the snap. Rolls to the right. We'll just dump this off for Jeff Harris as he gets ahead for 6 yards. Now 3rd and 6. Western Kentucky takes their first timeout. Now 2:09 remaining. Western Kentucky showing pressure here. Walker takes the snap, and we have Jack Mason there, and he makes the catch for the first down. And the Hilltoppers now take their second timeout, just 2:05 remaining. Alexander and Harris now in the backfield as Alexander gets the call, and he gets a couple up the middle. Now 2:02 remaining. Western Kentucky burns their last timeout. Now 2nd and 8. They'll go back to Alexander here. Very good run defense there from the Hilltoppers. Now 3rd and 9. 3rd and long now for Marquette with just 1:20 remaining. Walker takes the snap. They will go for a pass here. The tight end angle to Mason works perfectly, and he takes that for even more. 23 now inside the 5. And Marquette is going to come away with a victory here today. I think we'll just call like a run or two here before we start taking knees. I would like to add a few more points here. To be honest, Alexander, we do get kept out, and we'll take that. And I think with time running out, we'll just, I think we'll try one more read option here with Walker. Actually, let's go with QB sneak, see if we can. I think we've called one QB sneak in this entire series. That back in year 2 in that overtime game against Louisville. Walker walked it off on the QB sneak. His first career game, he took over for Reuben Brown in relief. And he led us to a victory in that game. 28-24 here. Hopefully we'll make it 35-24 on this final play. Well, I guess we'll have more than one play after this unless we're stopped. And Walker is kept out. I kind of just want to call a timeout and knee it, get that coach boost get that XP boost here for Lance Leipold. I think 10 points, right, for a kneel down, and we'll take it. So the second half, only 10 points combined, as that touchdown to Doug Childress proved to be the difference. And with that kneel down, we are now 8-2. Next week we have Notre Dame. We host them on Senior Day, a potential number 10 or top 10 team for the Fighting Irish there. But a good game overall. Our defense really adjusted well in the second half. Greg Walker, player of the game, 15-21, 217 with a touchdown, and I think over 50-60 rushing yards as well. But this is where I'm going to leave you, folks. Thank you so much for watching. It was a good game, able to get back in the win column, string together consecutive wins. Last week against Auburn, this week Western Kentucky, but next week a very tough task against a very, very good Notre Dame team. We lost to them back in year 1. I think they were number 4 at the time, and we fell in that one 35-10 there in South Bend. But they're going to be visiting us here for Senior Day this year. Our year 5 Senior Day already here. It's been a long ride, and we have some more games ahead of us, some more seasons, and I'm very excited for what the future holds for this Marquette team. So as always, everybody, it's been real, and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.